Yeah, we're in, bro.
We're actually recording because you have a bad habit of like.
Dude, I
recording. Alright, so guys, this is Q just doing a deck breakdown, or what I'm excited for per se for the new releases. I'm just going to be talking about Yu Hakusho. I've been waiting for Yu Hakusho for a hot minute, and we're just going to talk about like the top cards, like top decks that are probably going to be played. We're going to cover the red deck. There's two versions that you can do. I believe there's the Hiei deck, and then there's the Kurama deck. And then we'll be covering the two decks in the green, which is the Yusuke deck, and then there's a Kuwabara, I think, and you got Genkai. Don't fact check me on that. And then there's two purple decks. There's the Toguro deck, and then there's the other guys, if you guys remember, if you guys watched the anime, the tournament guys, and there's like a Win guy and some other guys for that. And so that's really good. And Saito, I believe, goes in both those pretty well. So we'll just be covering like their main gimmicks and just stuff like that. So first, I guess we'll hop into the Hiei.
Yeah, main gimmicks, like play styles, and yeah, we're gonna talk about the deck play styles so that you can figure out what deck you want to play on release. Because I know a lot of people don't know what the fucking decks do. I have no idea what the fucking decks do. He was explaining it to me. They sound broken. You should be excited. You should build them. Play them at your locals. Make people mad. Be that toxic guy. You know what to do.
Yeah. So then you'll post every single time that I say a card, you'll just have it in the corner of the video.
Yeah, we'll post it right here.
Alright, cool. Right there.
Right there.
Jesus. All right. So first is the Hiei deck. The gimmick of the Hiei deck is he's kind of like Noelle. If you guys know the Black Clover deck, Noelle, how she works is every time that she gets an event card used during that play, she gets 1,000 plus impact. I'm reading the Hiei card right now, and he does not gain 1,000, but does get impact for every effect. So this deck is mainly revolved around events. So you're gonna have your you have one thing kind of like the AOT card Bong. But instead of returning back to hand, you get to kill something, 3k or less. It's called Sword of Darkness Flame, 2 costs. Very easy to put out, very easy to get a small body out of the way and give the Hiei impact. And then you have your other one. This is actually a very unique one. I haven't seen this one yet for the English version cards. But choose one character on your area. It gets 1,000 BB during this turn, and then you get a huge turn where your AP is back to active. That's really cool because then that's pretty much substituting for how Noelle is, how she gets 1,000 plus impact. You can give Hiei 1,000 to kill 5k plus impact. So that's pretty cool, just naturally just from his raid card. And then you obviously have the normal AP restand, and then the other one is the special. So this is my favorite part about this Hiei deck. If you guys don't know, I'm definitely going to be love playing this. It's just a normal sideline of 5k, 3k if Hiei's not on the field. But on play of the raid Hiei, which is super broken in my opinion, if it's your turn, you can play 1 Darkness Flame from your sideline without paying. By paying the AP cost. By paying the AP cost and ignoring the energy required and just putting it to removal. So pretty much on raid, if you raid out of life, for instance, on play, you get to kill a 5k. So you're pretty much saving yourself. And on top of that, since the event was used, he gets impact. Still pretty cool. So on play, pretty much you can save yourself out of life by using a special, and on top of that, you can use specials when you do raid him. So it's very cool. So it gives kind of a different play style of like preemptively using specials early in the game to get rid of bodies, and then on top of that, knowing that you're going to get them back by paying an AP cost. So that's very nice. And on top of that, so you have his little sister, I think, or something in the game, and she supports him. So let's just read like what this color trigger does real quick. So on play, reduce the AP cost of your next event card to use from your hand by 1. So that's really great. So obviously, you're just getting free stuff the whole time without having to use AP. So like you can use a AP thing. If you already have a Hiei rated, and so let's say you have no specials, use an AP for free, and use event card out of your hand for free, draws you trash one or whatever, because that's one of the event cards in the red deck, and you pretty much get to use it for free and give them impact. So it's really great, really cool. Or you can use the one where you give someone 1,000 and you get a free AP back after using that after her on play. So there's a lot of cool combos just to get AP back, in my opinion. So I'm super excited for this deck. And the main ability of this Yukina color trigger is that you can only be activated once per turn. Just switch to resting. If you use the event card this turn, look at the top part of your deck and then place it on the top or bottom. Super nice. So just overall, just great red deck. I'm super excited. And you have the Yusuke, one of his 4 costs, 4 BP. He has impact. He's a raid as well. You'd probably want to throw in there with your Hiei. On play, draw a card. If you use 2 or more event cards this turn, draw 2 cards instead. So it's mainly around draw power. I mean, not draw power, event cards. So I'm super excited for this deck. I really like the way Noelle plays with Mimosa. It's kind of an event card in deck. So I think it's fun. And it's a rush deck too. So a lot of versatility in my opinion for a red deck. Then you have the opposite one where you can combine Hiei with him, but you have the Kurama. So Kurama is his main raid.
Kurama. Why do you say it like
Yoko Kurama. So his main raid is on the front line. Choose 1 character on your area, and it gains 1,000 BP during this turn. So you, like, pairs perfect with Hiei, gives 5,000. I mean, gets him to 5,000 super easy, or give himself 1,000 to kill 5k. And that's just main. So you can activate this every turn when on front line. And then his other main, you can discard 2 and give him double attack. So that's just overall great for a raid card, in my opinion. You can either choose to give someone 1,000 or get double attack every turn. It sounds like it's going to dominate. I think it sounds, in my opinion, I think it might be better than the AOT Rush deck. The AOT Rush deck has its ups for it. You get to kill like a 3,500 with Mikasa, and on top of that you get the red Aaron that can put 2 out, take 2 back. It's really hectic, but after about like turn 4, if your opponent can withstand it, or even turn 3, it can't really do much more than that, you know what I mean? So then they're going to get rid of your Aaron, your main raid Aaron. So with this, at least, you can still have Hiei, you have the Yusuke, and then on top of that you also have the Kurama. The other red card that I'm super excited for, this one just gave me chills. The raid. So we don't have a lot of snipe in red at all. So during your turn, on raid, not on raid, but during your turn, when this card is raided, it's a 6 cost. This character gains all the following effects based on his BP. So it's kind of the same as Brian, what was that one deck that is based on BP? The Veronin.
Oh,
Blue Veroni.
Veroni.
Yeah.
Oh, if he's at 6k, he gains double attack. I thought you were talking about Garo.
Oh, no. So this one's really cool. So you'd probably want both to get him to, I think his max to get all the effects is 8,000. So you'd probably want to have 1 card. We'll read through stuff. We'll figure it out. I'm figuring it out as we go right now. This did a Spark Notes version before I started this video. But probably want to use that 1,000 plus event card. Have a raid where you can give 1,000 if he's on the front line. But pretty much, if he's at 6,000, he gets impact. If he's at 8,000, he gets snipe as well. So he has snipe impact, and it's just during your turn. It does not even have to be on play. And so on the play, for the first time of this character, he gains 3,000 in the first place. So you have 1 snipe impact when you use him in the first place. And then on main, discard 1 card and he gets 1,000. So now it makes sense. So pretty much if on the front line, discard a card, use the other Kurama, give him 1,000, use the event card, give him 1,000, and now he has snipe impact. So it's gonna be a crazy red deck, and it's a rush too. So I'm super excited. Get big opponents out of the way. Yeah, it's just crazy. And then you have a 1 cost Hiei, no trigger, but gets 1,000 BP for every event card that you use. So he's really good for just offense, dude. So, I'm excited. I'm excited. You should get excited. So be excited. Yeah, so that's the red deck. That's pretty much the gimmicks of the red deck. You have the Kurama, that can be impact snipe, double attack. You have Yusuke for draw power, and then you have the Hiei, frickin' specials, dude. So I'm super excited. The other event card, I think, yeah. Oh no, yeah, that about covers most of the gimmicks of the red deck. So let's move on to